Is it a revenge relationship or true love? That is the question everyone is asking after hearing TJ Holmes and Amy Robach's exes are now reportedly dating.
Whoa.
I know. The affair between Amy and TJ was revealed last year, and the couple is still going strong. But now, Page Six is reporting that TJ's ex-wife, Mara Lee, and Amy's ex-husband, Andrew, are now dating themselves. They've been together about 6 months, and they appear to be bonding over the traumatic cheating experience. This ain't so strange. I've had couples do that. I've heard Shania Twain. Let's go, girls. She did a switcheroo. She did a switcheroo.
Yeah. My neighbors did a switcheroo.
Your neighbors, Erica's neighbors, switcheroo. Are they still together?
From what I last heard, this is when I was living in a high-rise, and we called it Melrose Place,
I
ironically.
parked in front of your old building the other day, and I told my girl, I was like, that's Erica's old place.
Yeah. Yeah, well, everybody knew everybody's business, and then there was a cheating scandal, and then the ex, or the people who got cheated on, ended up getting together, and then the original couple that did the cheating, they were together, and then the original couple who did the cheating broke up, and then the ones that
it is Melrose Place.
Yeah, they moved, and yeah, it was a whole thing.
Wow.
So I know that this can happen,
right?
But I'm also curious because everyone's always so concerned about the timing when we hear things like this, and obviously TJ and Amy are saying that their relationships were already done. One said that she had filed, the other said that they were separated, and it's not exactly strange to have a change in marital status that the world doesn't know about. Your parents may not know about it in some cases. But when you make a decision to couple up with the estranged person who was also in your situation of being cheated on, does it give credence, and I'm just asking the question, to the idea that the relationship had started to dissolve or had dissolved before they moved on with each other?
Interesting.
I think the other side of the coin of this interesting thing you're presenting is, does it then keep your ex in your life? Because don't people tell you to move on? But then how can you move on if you're dating the person that cheated on you's old partner, because that's all you guys are going to talk about?
Well, in this situation, obviously there's children involved too, right? So, I mean, maybe that'll make things easier because they'll still see mum and dad with someone familiar, which is so odd.
Which is so awkward.
Auntie just became mum. Really odd.
That's true.
Does anyone think that they're more I'm more into this because they're the underdogs, and I know that's just like a primitive feeling. Like I want them to succeed more than the others. But you said they kind of have a loser's stink to them.
Yes, it's a little bit of a loser stink. It is. They call it a rebound, but yes, when you guys are both rebounding, does that offset and then just make it normal?
It's trauma bonding, which is really sad. Really, like obviously they're getting together over a shared basis of pain and upset.
Is that the reason to get together, though?
Well, is it a reason to get together with someone because you're unhappy at home and can't face your problems at home, so you go off with someone else? How does that make it any better? And like in Erica's friends or I don't know, acquaintances situation, they didn't work out because I think you're looking for something else outside of yourself that you're not maybe getting at home, so you're looking for outside validation and comfort. So it's exactly the same on their side. They're sharing a mutual pain that they don't wish to have.
Let me take some of the funk off of your loser stink comment, okay? Mara Lee
I knew this was coming.
and Andrew are both very successful, attractive people.
Great looking.
Very.
Who also happen to be like in the same city in this whole situation. Isn't it possible that they just took a liking to one another and that this is something that just organically happened, whether they wanted it to or not? It doesn't necessarily say a loser's stink.
They all clearly share a lot of the same interests, don't they? So it's a possibility.
Checking their partner's phones, calling the phone company.
All right, we'll see if that goes.
License plates.
Someone wrote in, we'll see if either couple lasts. We'll wait till the other
And I hope they both last.
We hope they both do. We hope they both last. That's right. But really, I want the others. All right. Last night was the season finale of Dancing with the Stars, and for the first time, there were 5 teams that competed in the finale. Spoiler alert! Really, spoiler alert here. If you haven't seen it, turn away. Actress Allison Hannigan finished in 5th. Former Bachelorette Charity Lawson finished in 4th. Vanderpump Rules star Ariana Madix finished in 3rd. And singer Jason Mraz and his partner Daniela finished in 2nd. It was Marvel star Xochitl Gomez who was named the winner. Each contestant had 2 dances, and Xochitl earned perfect scores on both. Now, there was some worry that Charity wouldn't be able to compete during rehearsals, you see. She actually hit her jaw on a pro backup dancer who dropped her. She actually had to go to the hospital, so good for her to finish there. Several previously eliminated contestants returned to perform as well, including one Jamie Lynn Spears, who danced after quitting the reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here for medical reasons. I guess she did get out of there.
Is that the title of the whole show?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Look, this show, Erica, completely turned me around. You know, I used to be like, what is this ridiculousness? I would have never watched this if this wasn't for DBL. And over the years, we've been watching clips, and then Selma Blair last year with MS just went out there and ripped, first of all, had me crying. I was like, damn it.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm in. And then to see these dances, like Gladiator, are you not entertained? This is high-level dancing. I'm surprised we don't see more injuries.
Well, we do see a lot of injuries, Al. I'm just laughing because I think it's funny that this show is on in its 25th season.
It's ancient. He's now
and Al's like, so there's this show. Have you heard about it? It's called Dancing with the Stars.
You dance with
and the
stars,
premise
Erica.
is you take people from other shows and then you put them with professional dancers, and voila, we have a show.
Erica, you know me better than most. In what realm would I have ever seen this show if it wasn't for DBL?
So why this year?
What I thought was brilliant was how he said, and they can dance. Like,
they can dance.
Here's the secret.
Why do you think this season we're into it more? Is it because we have an invested interest in, of course, friend of the show, Jason Mraz, who our co-host Jeff wanted to win so badly? Why this year? Is it the hosts that did a nice job?
I love Tyra Banks. For me, I think she's absolutely fabulous. But I'll be honest, I think the new hosts are really, really doing a great job.
I agree.
And I think sometimes just making a few little changes to the ingredients really makes things work.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
I think it also comes down to the stars, because there was a lot of talk surrounding a lot of people who were on that cast. I think that show kind of ebbs and flows when it comes down to who's participating in it and why.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Ariana Madix was on it at the beginning when we were first breaking Scandival. Then there was, 4th of July, we were all like, Kyle and Mauricio from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So there was like an interest there. Obviously, not all of them are Bravo. That's just my lane, so I know all of the tea on that. But I do think it comes down to who the stars are and what's happening at that point.
Yeah, they even got Al, guys. Huge.
Yeah, they did.
Huge.
And they can dance.
And
That should be their logo. And they can dance. All right, lots of people are excited for the new Willy Wonka film, but one of its stars hated it. During a recent interview, Hugh Grant said, quote, "I couldn't have hated the whole thing more. I slightly hate making films, but I have lots of children and I need money." So the film's director says Hugh's curmudgeon qualities are actually exactly the reason why he was cast as an Oompa Loompa. He said the characters are sarcastic, they're scornful, and funny, which is a perfect fit for Hugh. I thought this is very on brand for Hugh Grant to be like, I don't enjoy it, I'll do it anyway, which is what he does. What do you think, Steph?
Absolutely.
You know him.
I think he was the perfect casting for the ultimate British Oompa Loompa. Orange face, green wig, the whole thing, and his grumpiness just is the cherry on top of the cake. Yeah, he has got 5 kids he needs to pay for. But he is worth 150 million net worth. So I think
kids are expensive, Steph.
I do think
college.
I do think that he is playing up to his grumpy persona a little bit to add a bit of flavour to the character. But I'm here for it.
I agree with you. Are you guys excited to see the new prequel? This is a prequel to the story. I did a term paper on Roald Dahl's actual Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which, if you didn't know, I assume the 7 children are part of the 7 sins: gluttony, sloth, greed, all of that. Are you excited for this? I just want to nerd out a little.
Yeah.
I find Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a real allegory about children and sin and what happens. What do we think about the Chalamet version?
I would not see this ever. Never. My kids are too old, they wouldn't, so this is going to miss me, but I think a lot of parents are going to be able to reintroduce Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to a whole new generation of kids. And as for Hugh Grant hating it, I think hate or love is a powerful emotion, and you need emotion to come through that camera lens, and I think it'll be good for this movie.
Oh, you're looking at me to say something.
Do you think you'll watch it?
Okay, so the original was when everybody was in the same bed.
That's correct.
That's the grandparents.
Okay.
That's correct. The
Okay.
Gene
That's
Wilder
all
version.
Erica knows about the story.
Well, it was very strange because then they started walking like out of
Dancing.
nowhere.
The Grandpa Joe is a problem. There's a problem there. Yeah.
That was really quite
They were all-
scary and disturbing
Yeah.
to
Bedridden.
me.
Bedridden, and then he got up and
suddenly
walked.
dancing.
Right.
Yeah,
That's very
And then the ticket thing.
Yeah.
I might have to refresh my memory,
You
but
got
I
it.
do remember finding it terrifying.
It's supposed to be. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Never
Very
let
good.
Erica read a review of your movie. The creepiest
It's got
thing.
the people
That's
in
all
the
I
bed.
know about
That's
it.
right.
It's got
All
the
right, well, let's
people
talk about this. Apparently, actress Anya Taylor-Joy is an iPhone user because during a red carpet event, a fan gave her an Android phone just to take a selfie, and Anya could not figure out how to use it. She gave it a couple tries, but was actually never able to take the picture. She got mad there. She did, however, take lots of selfies with fans who had iPhones. I know that Android people are like so defensive about Android.
Yes, it's a big thing.
Yeah, and I can't stand that green that pops up on my otherwise
The
very
green text.
Oh, what are you?
Well, well, I will say,
text? Okay.
my sister and I had my sister on my podcast, and we were doing these like little debates, and the big debate was iPhone versus Android.
Is Ebony an Android?
She is an Android user, and she's like, well, I'm an engineer, and anyone who knows anything about phones knows that the Android is the superior blah, 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 blah. My issue is y'all are messing up the group chat, okay? All the family is on the group chat. I have not seen a clear picture of my nieces and nephews in years. It is pixelated. They're saying, oh, look at how cute they were in this Christmas carol thing or whatever. And all I see is pixelation and whatever. Because my sister and my dad refuse to go to iPhones, and they're messing up the group chat. Now, my husband found an article that said that they are going to, there's new technology that is going to make group chats easier for people because it'll be aligned with both iPhone and Android. So our family may be saved, like so many of you, because we are missing out on valuable family memories and moments because we just can't come to terms with which phone we are going to use.
Fair. Now, Barbara wrote you back. Barbara Spindler, love her, great fan. She says, tell that to the engineers at Apple, because some people say Apple's the engineer phone, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to see my niece.
I feel you. Just want to see her clearly and not grainy. Change of gears here. We actually have some sad news today. Famed television writer, producer Norman Lear died yesterday. He was 101 years old. His TV sitcoms like All in the Family, The Jeffersons, and Good Times dominated network ratings in the 70s, forever changing the face of TV. They were ingenious for their comedic, political, and take and social commentary in a way that had never been done before. Norman also produced the sitcom Maude, which starred B. Arthur and went on to Golden Girls fame. Something you might not know about Norman, he was a World War II veteran, and last year he spoke about why he actually enlisted. Take a look at this.
I was attending Emerson College when we learned about the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and I could not wait to enlist, period.
He is a TV giant that changed how we viewed television. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think the characters that he put on television, and we talk about it on this panel, he put on people that didn't look like the normal television star at the time. He put people on television that really changed not only just laughter and how we viewed humor, but changed the overall paradigm of how the country thought about, there can be an interracial couple upstairs in our condo and it's fine. There can be a gay man that's leading man in the sitcom and it's fine. Getting to people through humor, and we talked about this on the phone the other day. Humor is so effective in changing people's thoughts because it kind of just takes whatever you think and it just shifts it a little bit.
Without offending you.
Without telling you you're stupid, here's why.
That's right.
Humor is like, this is kind of how you look. What if you looked at it like this? And I think that's why his characters are so effective.
I agreed. A TV giant, he will be missed.